Is justice an illusion, a mere mirage in the unforgiving desert of life? Does our incessant pursuit of it merely lead to suffering? Welcome to the exploration of these profound questions. What is justice? A simple question, but one with a myriad of answers. For some, justice is the balance of good and bad, a scale that must always find equilibrium. For others, it's a moral compass, guiding societies through the murky waters of ethical dilemmas. But what if justice is nothing more than a figment of our collective imaginations? Consider the perspective of determinism, a philosophy that asserts every event, including human cognition and behavior, decision and action, is causally determined by an unbroken chain of prior occurrences. If everything is predetermined, then the concept of justice becomes arbitrary. How can one be held accountable for actions that were never truly in their control? On the other hand, existentialists argue that individuals create their own values and determine a meaning to their life. In this view, justice is subjective and fluid, changing with each individual's unique perspective. But if justice is so subjective, can it truly be universal? Can we ever find a common ground on what constitutes justice? Then there is the perspective of utilitarianism, that justice is whatever brings about the greatest happiness for the greatest number of people. But this approach can lead to the suffering of the minority, as their needs and rights are sacrificed for the majority's happiness. Does the end truly justify the means in this case? Moreover, it's important to acknowledge that the pursuit of justice can often lead to suffering. This is evident in the numerous wars and conflicts fought in the name of justice throughout history. The quest for justice can sometimes blind us to the suffering it inflicts, both on ourselves and others. From the perspective of Buddhism, life is suffering, and this suffering is caused by desire. The desire for justice could be seen as one of these sources of suffering. By clinging to our individual concept of justice, we may be setting ourselves up for a life of disappointment and pain. But perhaps the illusion of justice is necessary. It's what keeps societies functioning. It's what motivates us to strive for better. Yes, it may lead to suffering, but it also leads to progress, to evolution, to the betterment of humanity. To conclude, the concept of justice is complex and multifaceted. It can be seen as an illusion, a mere construct of human cognition. But it is this illusion that often drives us, motivates us, and yes, sometimes causes us suffering. But it is also this pursuit of justice, however futile it may seem, that makes us inherently human. Thank you for joining this exploration into the illusion of justice and its connection to suffering. Remember, the journey is often more enlightening than the destination. Farewell, until next time we delve into another philosophical quandary.